eat without shitting, but feel light as a songbird.
All right. No, we need this volume. We need your volume pumped up.
I just need to have the microphone on. Okay. Turn the fucking microphone. Who turned it off?
Better. They turn your microphone on, man. They don't want to hear you.
We have nothing to fear but August itself.
Just itself.
The bottle. I'm getting some weird feedback.
No, it's working.
The bottle was so empty dry, I lost a couple spoonfuls just perching my lips on its rim. Each question making me thirstier, wringing the night sweat from my jammies, making the closest cloud for spare rain. Clouds are all about wholesale, squeezing the supply till bonfires of umbrellas promise the seller's market, rewarding rain with exuberant nudity, letting the hoses get soaked from the outside, cats rolling on the driveway as if the rain is mama's big tongue, cleaning where even the most contortionist can't. The morning clouds that always vanish by noon's full sun are like the sign above the bar promising free beer tomorrow. Weathermen base their prediction not on the future, but what hasn't happened in a while. When people start looking up rain in the dictionary, dial 1-800-GET-RAIN, miles of clothesline flapping with what seldom sees the sky. Sprinklers can't emulate what falling thousands of feet does to water. All the stories it gathers, bird itineraries, hoops of rare elements, enough liberated skin to plug a drain. From the last storm, I made contact lenses so I can see rain that's not here, walking faster than the sun-drenched and thirsty, thinking my sweat fell from the bright blue clouds camouflaged by artificial sunlight. Just because it's August and my skin's allergic to rivers and lakes. Because my only hat squeezes the last color from my hair, every week it takes a little longer to get the glass half full. The mayor went to the ocean to offer incentives, but no one would see him. They're on a team-building retreat, planning the surprises. The inch-and-a-half rush hour, the 30-degree drop making the leaves think they missed their train before they could find their luggage. As if the sun inside my refrigerator ever goes out, ever stops serenading its contents to sweat a little more, lose their water weight, and be ready to dissolve in the first mouth that finds them. I'm getting long-distance charges each time I open the tap. I won't believe anything the clouds say. So much rain gathered in so few places, nothing trickling down. But such poignant jingles and finger-pointing. Rain for votes. Rain for veterans. Families lining up before dawn at the water banks, knowing the naivete of their empty gallon jugs.
What he doesn't tell you, he works for the DMV.
In or out? Is my breath moving in or out? If I get very still, will I start moving backwards, falling into memory, turning right instead of left, continuing to knock until something opens? The hair on my arm, like jungles so thick in steam, they don't care which direction's traffic, whether we're building or tearing apart. How birds are fruit, pollinated by trees and ambient prana. As a lake is domed in the adamantine spirit of the soil shanghaied in a one-way transform, unlike my friend's flywheeled clock, so simple to make go backwards, even the numbers begin to swap positions, breaking free of their center post to imply calligraphy, or a finite river somehow feeding itself with transdimensional evaporation, like smoke rings in reverse, like drinking with my penis, and my eyes are no longer certain what to measure: exposure, shutter speed, wind density, LEDs with tiny razor fins, like visual sharks that have to keep moving. Those 3 leaves, so bright they're shunned by peers and birds. If it looks different, it might not be edible. May have been pasted in by some cubist gardener growing pears with jars inside them. As if each breath, a vine corkscrewing through the previous houses. Is the crust so thick it will break under its own weight? Like taking 100 centuries to extend an arm or arch your back, the fist unfurls its 6 fingers. After a million breaths, I need to empty a deeper chamber, hazy with residue. Or do the healthiest lungs have the shortest memory, resonating like candle flame to hum and flush away? Each breath is the sun. Each exhalation, a black cue ball nothing can stop. A respiratory system appears by the main gate, training shadows to fear their mirrored cages. You know, as we've been seeing this afternoon, just with the wide range of voices and hallucinations, poems can come from anywhere, and this one started with a bumper sticker. Earth first, we'll log the other planets later. A corrugated line knits this tight, diffuse sweater through the asphalt, the latex, the momentum of routine, canalized like sugar, cannibalizing this ghost zoo of images, melting in the waste stream of self-desiccating tear ducts. I can't imagine that chunky, that prolific in color, intense organic value, and an economy too diverse to exploit without killing. Designer body germs fine-tune our spasms like optic cables, flossing the inner kidneys, endocrine hosanas, running ridge tops at 10 miles per hour for days with the green leaves through every orifice so the sun won't set. The moon forever in my pineal. I'm 6-legged 8-armed frisbee pollen, germinating between 1,000 unnamed species. To crew, to set a fine table, spew energy beyond our needs and laws. Since we're all family, since we all speak separate languages. The way your eye is a tattoo of a dog wearing a flame skirt with walls removed by acid vision, dealing a realignment of DNA razor wire, despite layers of pavement, despite a lack of conversation, an environment for the numb, a church for those with several bodies. Knock and you're at risk. Ask and your voice is no longer your own. We slowly strip search the earth. Fewer species are easier to count, easier to inventory. Scanning DNA's complex barcode, a treasure map encrypted in alien physics. So we drill in the backyard, on the moon, and long volcanic teeth psychics reveal beneath Wall Street icon, morphing into textured phoenixes, rise from the desert to greenhouse this land with no official history. Preserving old structures as batteries to focus meat time, to throw me onto a pavement of rain and possibilities. I pray my deepest instinct luck to know what won't react, what is safe enough to eat, safe enough to put my mouth on the exhaust pipe of. They say the best things in life are free, but you can give them to the birds and bees.
Answer your phone.
NATO report. Malta is the lowest spender on coronary health. Because they live so close to the sea, how could they get congested? How could their blood get thick with the songs of fish in their ears? Other people call this wind. Inland, people take pills. More pills, the further you get from the sea. You never hear of people dying in Iowa or Kansas because they die so silently. As if their lives been eroding since birth, unless they've been to an ocean or the mountains. Mountains make the heart a curled handkerchief of borderless energy. As the eyes are the window to the heart, mountains make the heart so wide the eyes are flooded with the light of the world, the light of the sun. Our human lights are poor imitation, votive candles or outright mockery, getting closer to darkness and vacuum with every exponential rise in wattage. The difference between a candle and the sun is all you need to know about math and physics. When you snuff the flame between finger and thumb. When the world becomes invisible, because all you could see was the sun, but all you loved was the stars. You couldn't see this deep in the city. The universe inside the brain, the solar system of neurons, some thoughts so far away, we'll get there sooner by going in the opposite direction. Then the sun overwhelms the cloud cover and wakes my eyes, like going from crystal radio to full digital spectrum. Colors are numbers. Music is waves. Locations are voices in consciousness. I am where I'm from, where I've been. When I'm away, where goes the dust? My vision won't stay corrected. The city will never be my solar system. I woke here suddenly and have to wait decades before I can go back to sleep. The sun is knocking on every door on that side of my face. Canvassing, spamming, blanketing. Why can't I find the station? The file won't download. I'll question of bandwidth, clarity, encryption. Only when you're hearing all channels at once does the message fall together in cold white syllabic flames. A color of all colors and sounds, barely pulsing bass of Earth's gravitic heart. Listen to the light every day. Gradually, wear less clothes, less hair, removing all mechanical devices. Unplug everything, add more windows. Windows are the soles of the eye. The eyes are border guards. The ears are river mouse. The mouth is a monkey. It's a long way from monkey to dog, from fish to spaceship. We all define light differently. We all need light, even bats and people who work nights at 24-hour convenience stores and gas stations. Night is when we get to talk back. When we forget what we've heard, when I wonder why I believed all that crap. Because pressing my face to asphalt at 3 in the morning is everything Beethoven promised. External sound is external light, not mine. At night, it all comes from inside. A chemical shift. What the sun doesn't want us to hear and see. How so many people only make love in the dark, while others always have a light on. A window open, a bird singing in the other room. Turn off the light, crank up the bass so my skin is sound. My eyes are data screens. My brain is a city without laws and competition. My brain is the largest building in the world. Thank you.
Ooh, it's comfy in here. Kind of squishy.
Too cool.
Can I take the shoes off?
Before I introduce our last quote of the afternoon, I'd like to point out that Dan has a wonderful poem in 31 of the Bearded Lux. He didn't read it. I feel obliged to expose the crowd to unidentified flying sandwich.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, with the crow's bespeckled embrace flows a trumpet with butterfly sausage lips, limping like a hipster or a short girl with a sawed-off between her pocket and armpit. Everyone was eating raisins at the meeting. I wanted to eat what some endangered species was eating right now. Bamboo shoots, mouse, larvae. A hungry conscience, a scientific impulse. Inarticulate bagels orbit the protein dimension. A bun to wrap our sun in. Dan Raphael. And we'll have more poets after dinner, including this set hosted by Chris Laguna with Dan, Jeremy, Eileen, and Tony. And then later in the evening, Charles Potts will host a set that will have Martha Travis's Steven, Stephen, and allegedly Doug Marks. Is that a possibility? Doug Marks played a role?